Hi, I'm Edyta. 10 years ago, I moved from my home country in Poland and I moved here to Canada in the middle of the woods. Welcome to our journey and welcome to our homestead. I met my husband online and I came here for a visit in 2013. And next year after that we got married and I moved here. When I moved here, the original house that was here was only this part, the main cabin we call it. In the process of building, my husband done the insulating part, but it was baseboard, right? Floor. It was called.
No, the subfloor.
Subfloor. Electrical panel was on, but nothing else. No drywall. So from that, we started building everything. Was no bathroom, so that was almost a deal breaker. So my husband built me an outhouse. I mean, we worked both together one summer because there was nowhere to make your business. So we had to make plans and start from that. Let's follow me. Here we're building a utility room, which is gonna be part of the pantry and hopefully a little wardrobe, because right now we have a storage system issues with the clothes. I'm hoping that both of those two things will fit in this area, but if not, then we'll plan ahead for next addition that we're also having plans. With our outhouse, it's one of the most beautiful outhouses you can find in the country, and it has not one but two toilets, because my husband wants to go a distant mile to make comfortable situation for pooping, so he put two. Yes, right now this is working mostly as a storage area, but you guys are welcome to take a peek. So there is one here under the table saw, and there is another one buried with my bird seats and some other tools. So yeah, when we organize this, we'll show you guys how it looks better, but right now it's just basically a storage area. Plus it's kind of too cold to do your business right now here, and we have a bathroom in home, so I will show you more.
Kind of explain like why this isn't your typical quite rustic, you know, completely off-grid sort of cabin.
I don't know why. Why isn't it?
Because you didn't want it to be.
When my husband originally built the cabin, I think he had the plans to build it off-grid and live like a grizzly old bear in it. But when I showed up on the picture, I was missing out on the bathroom and electricity and, you know, all kinds of those important things that you, like a woman needs. So we changed plans and we started adding the things that for me were important. Since I come from a city in Warsaw, from Poland, I grew up with all those important things. So I couldn't envision myself living completely off-grid. But I do enjoy living around the nature, surrounded by wildlife and all that. But I did want it to have a little more easy life with everything that comes with regular home. So that's why we did it the way we did it, and I hope my husband doesn't regret it.
No, not at all. No, it's nice to have some modern conveniences, but with the rusticness of being in the middle of the forest.
Yes, and also it's easy when you have a child. It's nice to have electricity when you have a child, and it's nice to have a different ways of heating your home when there is, for example, power outage. So last year we only had this part of the veranda, which is, as you can see, not super big. Not many things can fit on it. So we decided to make this part of veranda here, and I wanted to be big enough that we could have like the whole family over. So we extended that part and we worked on it together. And voila, here it is. It looks much better, obviously, in summer, where the furnitures are set and the gazebo is on and there's no snow, but we'll show you that probably in the future. And before I show you the inside of the house, I would like to show you a little bit around what we've done here and what we have. Here's a bird feeder. So it's completely empty by the squirrels. I think I have to buy a new one because they eat it all around, as you can see.
You have a special relationship with the birds. Why don't you tell us a little about that?
Well, I just really enjoyed them, enjoy seeing them, and you know how cute they are, how they are asking sometimes for food and seeds. Sometimes chickadees are landing all over the house and they're chirping because they ask for seeds, so I really enjoy it. In summertime, when I came here for the first time, I saw 10 years ago hummingbird for the first time in my life because we don't have them in Poland. So that was a shocking discovery for me. And so when I moved here, right away that summer I put the feeders on for hummingbirds because I think they are my favorite birds. My hubby had a project for article, and sometimes he has those projects where he has to build things. So we built this, he built this swing for our daughter Lily, and she really enjoys it. Anytime, any season, she just comes here and she swings. Last year or 2 years ago, I'm not quite sure, we put at this new house right there for Lily, her little playhouse, so she can have a little hideout place in the woods and do some thinking, crafting, and bringing her rock collection that she's collecting right now, old fossils and stuff. And here is going to be our third section of the house. The cabin is one section that it was originally built, then we added the addition, and the third section is the section that is missing currently, but it's in the plans of building, and yeah, it will give us a little more space. We drew a 3D plans on the computer to kind of visualize what we need when it comes to a space, what we're lacking right now in our current living situation. Last summer, my husband hired the man and he digged out here the kind of the area of the size of the third section, how it's supposed to look like. So you guys will be able to see, it's a little covered with snow right now, but it's interesting to see, you know, the space. We're gonna turn from the cabin to a full-size house, which is gonna be really nice. But it's still gonna be like a cabin vibe. Oh, my baby. Who's making mommy's chair so dirty from your dirty muddy paws? Cute. I became a pet owner, really, starting with this little creature here. With this little blue-eyed cat who showed up at my in-laws, my husband's parents, at their driveway. And the funny thing about it is my husband, a few hours before we saw Sky, he said that he would never want a cat. Maxwell house. Very appropriate since we're in the Maxwell house. So this is the inside of our home, and I will show you around. But first of all, I need to get our dog from outside. Yeah, she's probably wanting to come inside. I'll put the towel because she's very messy right now and muddy. Come, Luna. Come on, the towel. Towel. Luna. Stay. You have a stick. Have you been in the woods? Oh. Good girl. There you go. Okay, so this is our stove that you probably saw in the other videos in our channel. A chubby stove that keeps all this house nice and warm. Our kitchen, cabinets, kitchen island. I always love the look of wood with white cabinets, so that's how we went with the colors of it. And the fridge and toaster, coffee maker, mixer. And here is our dining area. Right here. And the sofa. Pull-out sofa, so when we have guests over, they can come and stay with us. And here is our wooden stairs that my hubby built with his dad. That leads us to the bedrooms upstairs. You can see all those little details that I love about That was my husband's design. It's actually, believe it or not, that design cut it on those little trees using water, high pressure water of this very thick metal. We had to figure out a way how to fit the staircase here because, as you can see, we have a little limited space. So we tried to figure out if the stairs will go this way or from the window up here. But even though we figure out the way, which way will go up, we had to figure out how to not make them too steep. And the only way that it was possible was to build them the alternating type of steps. I don't really know the proper way.
Ship slab stairs.
Ship slab stairs. Just sounds like a slap. Ship slap. So as you can see, they are very unique because you can only put your feet in the right way. Other way you will not be able to climb up. So you start with the left and then right and left and right, and that will lead you all the way up. But I will show you how to climb up upstairs on those stairs a little bit later. First, I'm gonna show you a little bit more of downstairs. So you can see, this is the kitchen, dining, and living area all in one. This is the mirror that I've made around 5 years ago. I collected the driftwood from our favorite shoreline of Lake Huron on the beach, and I had this idea to turn that into a frame, and I really enjoy it, how it looks, and it's hanging since then. So we had this idea with my husband that we wanted to make our own light fixtures. There wasn't anything bad with buying the light fixtures, but I didn't see anything that would match our cabin. So I had this idea to make the light fixtures with Edison bulbs because I really like that look. And my husband got into work and he found the pipes that are made out of galvanized steel. So we designed this and we made two fixtures. So that's how they look. So when my husband built this house, this part, he put those very big thick beams, as you can see, that support the house, the upstairs. But the wood between, as you can see, now it's light, but it was dark before. And I didn't quite like it, the look of it. It was kind of gloomy and dark visually. So I wanted to brighten the space a little bit. And I had this idea that we should paint it between, but I didn't want to have just white. I would have had like a little off-white, more rustic look to it. So I painted that. Originally my husband thought he would do it, but he quickly figured out that he wasn't the best at it. So I actually ended up painting the whole ceiling of it, and I actually enjoyed the whole process. It was very easy, and it was nice to see the difference, how quickly it changed from dark to light. And I did it also this part, but also this part up here under the roof, right where the roof starts, and it's like a V shape. So I will show you this in a moment. This part was the original cabin, as you can see. Here was window before, the same type of window like we have on the opposite wall. We turned this into an opening for the addition. So follow me. This is our laundry facility, the laundry area. You can see the cedar shingles that were originally put outside of the wall of the cabin, but I really like how it looks. The only issue I have here is the visible pipes, so one day we'll cover them with the cabinets, and I might paint those white just so it's a little brighter here. But overall, I just love this room. I love it. It's very nice to do laundry here. In this corner here, we have a little bit like a disaster corner. I think everybody has a disaster in their house, and the little kind of spaces, little corners where they don't keep everything super tidy. So this is our corner here. There's jackets and Luna's food and treats and extra vinegar bottles, and yoga mat is like all in here, and purses and treats from Halloween still that Lily collected. So this is like a disaster corner, so don't look too close. This is where Luna sleeps, her little pillow with stuffies and toys, just squeaky toys. And this is the door that will lead us to utility room. So you can see we don't have handles yet, so we covered the halls with cloths so the cold will not come in, but that's just only temporarily. And here we have our bathroom. Here is as you can see, toilet and a double sink. This is our light fixture and it's wired to the fan, so it's gonna get a little noisy when we turn it on. So here we have extra storage space that we built recently. As you can see, we don't really have many cabinets, many shelves, so this was like a perfect nook to build a long pulling out type of storage. As you can see, I can just pull those out. They're quite deep and long. They all are very easy to access. My husband built that, thankfully. This is our sink, toilet, and this is our big shower. It's like a two-person shower, basically. We wanted to have a big shower so we can have a shower, Luna. I have to cut this out. This doesn't make sense. I just wanted to have a big shower because it's very handy if you have something that you can, like, you have to rinse or even bathe Luna here, our dog. It's very...
Or if we wanted to shower together.
Or not. Anyway, my husband needed a big shower because as you guys know, he's not the smallest of men, so he needed lots of room to wiggle around and things.
I'm a very petite man, don't you think?
One life ago maybe. So that's how it is. And here I'm storing my towels and things like that.
Yeah, we inherited this cabinet from my aunt, right?
Yes, and here's another disaster on top of this cabinet. That's Lily's crafts, part of the crafts only. Materials that she's using. I don't really have a space right now to put it anywhere else, but whenever she needs something, she asks me, you know, to give her a paper or glue or paints. Everything is right up here. And this is our like jacket closet. And this is our gun cabinet where my hubby is keeping his guns, and it's all locked in for like a deer rifles and things like that. Okay, now I can show you upstairs. So let's go and follow me. And here is how you walk those stairs. And this is our upstairs. This is our little resting reading nook right here. Sometimes we drink coffee, tea here. We have a little table, those railings, and this gate my husband built with his dad. They're very, very heavy and they painted them black. They're very sturdy, and we had to put something here so our daughter wouldn't fall out downstairs. So we like that too. Very rustic look. Obviously there's lots of things that are still not done and finished, like the trim around the windows, skylights, and here too, but you know, those are the things, like cosmetic things that can wait. Okay, so this is our extra bed here, so whenever friends or family comes over, they can stay overnight and sleep here. It's just a queen size mattress on the floor right now. Because of the rafters here, nothing higher would fit really. So this is just the way it is. And this is our wardrobe right now. Part of the wardrobe. We have also dressers in the other room. This is Lily's dresser. And a lot of things in the nooks. There's some suitcases, Christmas ornaments and crafts, and there's my paddleboard and guitar. So a lot of things that should probably have a proper space to put. We're hiding it currently behind the clothes. But one day they will have their proper space, proper room to fit, to put. So yeah. And here is our little daughter who is playing with her toys and building castles right now. Wow. Look at that.
Very nice, sweetheart. I love the castle.
I love it too.
There's a dog and a cat to go with it.
Aww.
Good idea.
As you can see, here is the opening to the bedroom that we put on later in our marriage. But here, as you can see, this wall is slanted. It's on an angle because this is actually original part of the roof. As you can see, here is a insulation panels, and part of the roof is still there, like shingles. You can see a little black here. Very dirty and dusty, by the way. Yeah, so we drywalled this whole room, and that's why the walls are here like slanted on the angle, because of the roof shape that originally was here. So here is our bedroom. Here is Lily's toy storage area. It's here and also behind those baskets. And here is her still crayon coloring on the walls when she was a baby. We used to have here a change table, and sometimes Lily had the crayon because she was very artistic from the beginning. And sometimes she just had the crayon in her hand and started coloring while I was changing her diapers. So this is her original art, and it's...
It looks like a fish.
Yeah, well, maybe you were doing fishies on the wall. So this is her coloring since she was a baby, so we just keep it for now. This is my plant actually that I grew from the seed. It's my avocado plant. And I thought it would not survive, but as you can see, it's thriving and doing very well. Lots of new leaves. So I'm really happy about that, but it needs more room also to grow and get bigger. So I can't wait when we put addition. And Lily is also a big lover of plants. This is her pineapple plant that she's carrying, and I think this little pineapple looks like it's almost ripe, although it's small. I don't know, we need to, I think, learn a little more about it. When is the time to cut it and eat it, right?
But I don't like pineapple, though.
You don't like to eat pineapples?
No, because it makes my mouth hot.
It's a little bit like prickly,
Yeah,
like kiwi.
Your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
A
don't
little bit
like it.
acidic.
Acidic.
I
juices.
would much rather coconut, even though it isn't so delicious than that.
As you can see,
I'd much rather coconut.
we're sharing the bed with Lily, the bedroom. So this is our bed and this is Lily's bed. Sometimes my husband sleeps on the other mattress there. When he's snoring, I just tell him to go because he wakes me up and our daughter.
What do you mean? I don't snore.
That's what you think. So this is Lily's little nook here, her bed. She loves her bed, eh, Lily?
And I never wanna give it away.
She has a window. So yeah, that's her little sleeping area. So one day I really can't wait when she's gonna have her own room with all her toys and crafts and things like that. This is her actually mattress for traveling. When we travel, we have this mattress to take to hotels and some other people's houses, some friends or family. So this is our view from the skylight. Nice fresh air.
This is my special scratch pad. This is the first page, the second page. You scratch all these pages.
You've met this member of the family already. Our cute Tiki.
This is the first member of the family.
Yeah, she was the first member, eh?
Yeah. Well, the
first
first one
pet.
that doesn't talk.
Yeah, the first pet
That doesn't talk.
who loves to snuggle and be on all of the beds, anywhere that is comfortable. She's our loving kitty, Sky.
I want to try to lift her.
You have to be gentle, okay? Yeah. Okay, you can put her down. So here's my other plant, and here was a plant we were trying to grow. What we were trying to grow?
Mango tree.
Mango plant, but it dried up. I think it's just lack of sun, not enough sun or warmth. I don't know. But it's doing well. We had this, we had the fruit. We ate the fruit. We germinate the seed. It started growing roots and it sprouted. But then it just, when we planted it like a month later, it just died. And here is some embroideries that I did for Lily. I really enjoy doing embroidery.
I think that's a hedgehog one and that's a sheep.
Yes, this is the hedgehog.
And the sheep.
And the sheep. So I enjoy doing all kinds of art. I love crafting, I love painting and doing embroidery. I love doing a wood burn on the wood. So anything really I'm always interested in. It's sometimes hard to choose like one thing if you're a crafty person. Actually, this painting that I will show you, it's my first painting of an animal that I ever done. And that's the painting of my cat. That's Kai. I just had this idea one day, you know, I would like to paint and just try and see if I can even do it.
Looks just like her.
So the biggest difference when it comes to living in Canada versus living in Poland, for me personally, is I think the people. The people, food, and the space. Really, how much space is in this country. I find Canadian people, at least in the area where we live, being very, very friendly, almost like family friendly. An example I can give is the neighbors. Our neighbors around here we're very close with, and they are basically like a second grandparents to Lily. And you get to know your neighbors, you get to know people in town, and whenever you go to like different businesses like pharmacy, coffee shop, you get to know the people and they recognize you, they know your name, they know your family, they know where you come from, and it's just that kind of cultural difference for me. But it was from the beginning when I moved here, that was a little bit shocking at first, but I really like that a lot.
So you grew up in Warsaw, and now not only are you living in another country, but in a very different environment. You went from like the biggest city in Poland to the middle of nowhere in the forest in Canada. So why the change from urban to rural?
Because first of all, I fell in love with this gentleman here, sitting beside. And second of all, I always loved nature. Thanks for watching this tour of our homestead in the woods. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give the video a like and subscribe to Cabin in the Woods. And see you next time!